Yeah, we got a fun group, fun group to be around every day. Got a lot of guys back that have been in the fire, so to speak, and obviously we got two seniors here and a junior here with us, but a lot of, like I said, a lot of guys that have been there and been in big games and played well. So mixed with some guys that don't have much experience that we really like and feel like can make us a lot better. It's a group that expects to play well every night, expects to be successful, and I think that expectation is it comes from having done it, and it kind of sets a tone every day of how we expect to prepare and how we expect to play. So definitely a group that we're excited about.
Just a lot of work in the off season. It makes me excited. I think we've got some good chemistry going, so we're looking to bring it into the year and see what we can do.
It's a group that has a really, really good feel on how we want to play, and that's fun. We try not to be change what we do every year. That gets really hard on kids. I mean, I feel like there's a blend in high school. You got to do what fits your personnel. But it's a group that has a lot of experience playing the way we play. So we definitely try to control the controllables and play with great pace. We feel like that's something that you can control, and so it's a brand of basketball that our guys like playing and that our fans like watching, and we try to play really fast. I know everybody in the world says that. I saw that in the March Madness last year. I don't know if y'all saw that. They clipped up all the coaches getting the job that they're at and talking about how we're going to play with pace, and it's like Mick Cronin who and they play like at a snail's pace, and it's like we're going to play with great pace, and I think everybody talks about their pace, but we try to go fast and make the game one that's fun to play. I mean, if it's fun to play, it's a lot more fun to practice that way, and I think that helps with your buy-in level if you're playing in a way that kids like to play. So we're going to do what we do and try to play the same way and see if we can win a few more.
I mean, the entire practice is constantly up and down. Like, you never stop. You're sprinting here, you're sprinting there. Like, we're always pressing. Like Coach Davis says all the time. Like, we ask for pressing. He said, well, did the sun come up? Because we press all the time.
Yeah, it's a lot of competing. Like, you gotta have energy in the gym. We have three things that we always try to do is have energy, attention to detail, and have fun. So once we get those 3 points for the practice, it's always a good day.
It doesn't change. I feel like we really try to really focus every year on being as good as we can be. And I know that sounds really cliche, but to me, the journey is a huge part of it. And if you're constantly just trying to be as good as we can be today, and I think our guys have a good feel on what that looks like, and they're able to go, yeah, today was really close to as good as we can be, or no, it wasn't, and kind of keeping those benchmarks along the way so that you're not just looking at an end result. I mean, everybody wants to compete to win the thing, but I feel like if that's really what you talk about and focus on, that seems a long way away, especially in teenage years. End of February, beginning of March is forever away, and it's hard to kind of daily do what you do if you're focused on the end. So, I know a lot of people, we're not creating some new model here with that, but we really try to focus on how good can we be at the right time.
These three are seniors. Emma and Allie have been playing varsity since 8th grade. Carley has been up since sophomore, started for us last year. So we got a lot of experience with these three. We also got a couple juniors that have a lot of experience, that are very talented. And then we're gonna add about 4 freshmen that are extremely talented, just do not have experience yet. 2 or 3 of them, played middle school basketball last year. So this will be the most complete team I've ever coached, most versatile team I've ever coached. probably the most talented team I've ever coached. I'm just trying not to mess this up. But, you know, I'm excited. I think everybody here is excited. And we're looking to have a good year. So.
Well, I mean, we're playing a week earlier than we usually do, so we haven't had as much like practice time in the first couple weeks. But I already feel really good about it. We've been doing a lot of, we've been putting some stuff in, and I just feel really good about where the team stands and just already like the chemistry of the team. I feel like that's never really been an issue within our program since he's been here. We've always had good chemistry, and I feel like our team IQ is very high, especially for where we are in the season already. Like we haven't even started games. I feel like everyone just works really well together. So I think we have a really good group, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, like Emma said, I was just worried about how well we'd all get along because our team's younger, but that hasn't seemed to be a problem. We all click, and it's been good.
Yeah, just having us as seniors, we just all make sure that we get everyone to work hard and we set the standard every day. And we've been doing that since we got off of last season and preseason in the summer. We've all just worked really hard because we know what it takes to win.
I think the biggest challenge is like we have the motivation's there for us. I think it's giving motivation to the girls that weren't there last year because, you know, they weren't there, they didn't play, so they don't understand the feeling of being sent home.
Yeah, but we also, there were some of our young ones who we pulled up for that last game, and I remember everyone remembers the game that it was, and it was heart-wrenching. Like after the game, everyone was so upset, and we knew that we belonged there, and we had a great season last year and everything. But the people we brought up knew that feeling, and they know that they don't want to feel that, and they don't want, especially their seniors, to feel like that for their last game. So I think that so far already we've already been putting in a lot of work, and we have a lot of preparation going into, you know, give us those outcomes by the time the season's over.
Well, I mean, first of all, you know, we got to get there first. We're not jumping to conclusions that we're going to be in the Elite Eight. With our area, heck, making the playoffs is just as hard as getting that far. So I know it's cliche to say, but you got to take it one game at a time, and we got to get there. Like they said, we did. Everybody on our roster was a part of that game last year, whether they played or they were on the bench. They were in that locker room. In the past 2 years, we've had a lot of players that, you know, were there 2 times. So I think for us, you know, we don't change anything we do. It's not a thing where, hey, we got to do something different in order to get that win. We just got to play better in that game. You know, the past 2 years we've had a lead, and both of them slipped away at the end. And again, it's not like something we change. It's something that, hey, we got to find a way to win in the last fourth quarter. And I think with the experience we have, I think we're going to get there. I think that, you know, you learn a lot from losing, and as a senior now, it's, I mean, what you got to lose, you know, you're in that moment, you've been in that moment, go win. So I think that's where we are. But like I said, first things first. Let's get there first, and then we'll worry about that when the time comes. But
I mean, they're pretty tiring. But that's how it should be. If you're not tired by the end of practice, that means you didn't work hard enough. So we've been going over a lot of our offense like this past week and stuff like that, and getting our half-court defense in and press everything. Just things that it's good for we need a lot of practice for the younger girls who haven't, done that sort of stuff a lot. But it's definitely tiring, but it's definitely, you're learning something new every day, which I think is really important, to not just be going through the motions. Everyone's working really hard. He pushes us extremely hard every day because he knows, what it takes to win the whole thing. And hopefully that we can, do those things that will get us there eventually.
Our identity is we're just going to play harder than you. And that's what we do. And that's what Allison and Josie did. You just weren't going to play harder than Josie and Allison. And we won 30 games last year because that was our identity. So it's hard to replace that, but they also laid a foundation and a standard and expectation for our program that, that's an expectation now. You're a freshman stepping in, and luckily the freshmen we do have, they get it, and they do play hard. So it's hard to replace experience like that, and they're great defenders. They're always where they're supposed to be. They do all the little things right to win games, and that's something that is tough to replace. But we got to stick with our identity and understand, like, just because we have a great talented team, that's not necessarily what's got us to where we are. We win because we play harder than you. That's just, we take pride in that. Like, that's not a, that's just it. Like, you're not gonna outplay us. You might beat us on the scoreboard, but you're not gonna outplay us. So that's what Josie and Allison brought to our team, and that's something that's tough to replace. But hopefully the legacy they left, I think we take that same identity.
When it comes to an injury, you shouldn't have to be a professional athlete to get professional care. In fact, you shouldn't have to be an athlete at all. At OS1, we understand that orthopedic injuries occur to all types of people at all times of the day. Our convenient location allows you to get immediate attention without having to go to an emergency room. We have on-site digital X-ray and MRI, and our sports medicine specialists are fellowship trained and are here to get you back to it, whatever it might be. The best part is that OS1 is generally less expensive than the ER, and our decreased wait times make sure you are able to spend less time waiting and more time getting better. For more information or to book an appointment, please visit our website at bettersooner.com or just come to our Hoover location. OS1 Sports Injury Clinic. Get better sooner.